the dregs, the last remnant, the one left behind from all the heroic moves. Yeah. Everyone had a point to prove, and they had to go back to the grassroots to kind of rebuild their stature. I think that's a nice reminder for these guys of why they do this, why they're so hungry, why they're so keen.
Yeah, and of course, probably the biggest critics of the VRS system, but they did manage to eventually break their way through. Every win here matters a lot for NiP. It builds up their points going into next season, so they come in hungry with a point to prove, with heads to take. Quick entries into the B-bomb site from the temple flank, and WCADI can stop this all on his own, but he's pinned in behind the site. Arosdos overwhelms him. 2v3 bomb planted.
WOXIK going to try come through dark. He's got Snappy right in front of him, though. Clean on the dual Berettas. Maja left up in the clutch. But yeah, not even going to play his hand in this one.
Kind of, yeah, pointless, but whatever. It's a lost round regardless. NiP run amok through the temple. Push out B main with a flashbang. They clear this entirely. Second flash, perfect. Shush. Oh, he shot too soon. Now they swing him together. Shush with the kill. 4 on 4. Could have gone worse. Split.
Joe been spotted. He's got the full support of the rest of his team here. Wide swing for WOXIK playing through the molly. And the round just kind of peters out for NiP. They still have low HP players that this Mac 10 could try and break through, but ding straight away as Ujerks. No love for Wrinkle. That was a well-handled round from Aurora. Good timing on the move over towards B. Joe, not as good as blocking the smoke as Magic.
Well, I was going to say that was actually a different lineup that NiP are using, one that looked a lot harder to block because of the way it bounced, so...
Okay, Magic. It's very, very sharp stuff to find the opener into dark. Now the block in main takes the pace out of the round. Arostos dead. Spam makes it curious. They don't have to commit here, 2 on 3, but they're going to play through. Don't have any control anywhere else. Don't feel like going back to check, and so they try to battle forward. And throws them into the crosshairs of WOXIK and Jota. NiP are heading towards B, and right now, Xantares has been pulled away from this side of the map, thanks to that blocking util in mid.
Huge Molotov, though. They really wanted to just go, and now Xantares is already back in position. The mobile Terminator in position to stop this B hit. Maja, another Molotov. They're going to eat it up. Xantares peeks out, and look at this threatening triple hold. All the rifles fighting forward. NiP getting slammed into the ground. They don't get a chance.
Oh, Snappy immediately called for attack.
Really?
Yeah.
A second tack immediately.
And pulled Xantares away from the 3-man B stack. Yeah. So they got the exact reaction they were hoping for, but then got chewed up and destroyed at the mouth of main with enough time, thanks to that Molotov and blocking util.
2 Molotovs.
For Xantares to get back there.
Yeah, 2 Molotovs.
You can see what NiP were doing, though. You can see the idea.
I want to see if NiP can ever pull Aurora into the wrong place in this half, so they don't have a triple setup. WCADI with a flash play just
such
obliterates
an insane flash play, though. Yeah. Like, he is alone on that. There's no one even nearby who could rotate. Like, even Xantares was pushed up in middle. Pulling the bluff of Aurora. Looking like they've moved through on this. WCADI gets the spot, sure, but they're already in.
Gets owned by UJerks. WOXIK flashed off, and they lined up for Shush, but it did not matter with Xantares on the other side playing like this. 11-3, a hard guy to beat. It's a retake that Aurora absolutely will attempt, but they have to reroute through spawn. No blocking util. Flash goes into heaven. It was nice, but the cover came in late. One player fully blind, Xantares not the case.
Aristos was feeling a lot of pressure there, right? All the smokes used to block camera, left only one angle open, and he was responsible for heaven, but toppled out of the round. It's going to come down to Wrinkle and UJerks. Bomb to play around. Orb strikes first. There's UJerks taking it even further. Aurora fast running out of time. And even though these nades rain in, it won't be enough. You won't win this retake. NiP pull up and turn around a 2v4. Wrinkle and UJerks making NiP magic happen. Aggression through lower.
Oh, good check. They know about Wakari as well. He should not swing this, knowing there's an AWP in water. Just going to block instead. Nading the window for WOXIK. He's been in this position round after round. And that deep molly with some spam gives con control to NiP. But they don't want to take it. It's a fake out. They're going back to A into the WOXIK orb.
WOXIK nails that first shot. Has support on its way, but has to stay in this a little moment longer. Wakadia now arrives, at least keeps this even in a 3-on-3. NiP hold off on this plant. They're ready to fight and die for this B-site control, and it's Snappy out in the open. Needs support, and Shush moves in, but is cut down. Snappy has to do it alone, and he comes close, but no cigar. Wakadia the one to walk away with that, tucked neatly. And then Xantares ran it back again, hoping that once more they would kind of discount this bridge smoke as nothing more than blocking util and a fake. Snappy was holding for it. WOXIK repeat round, but not the same results, just one from him. And this time, this site looks to crumble. Jota has added a bit of intrigue with that one kill there. This lurk from Wrinkle could be very influential. If he falls, they're going to go for this, but if he hits that timing, it seals the deal on the round. Madge has got to commit to the save.
Get smoke, get smoke.
What does he?
See if they, screw this one up, but no. Force those 2 timeouts. Ever since that point, it's gone pretty much to plan. Like, the previous round loss, you can write off because I feel like you did everything right. You got into a 1v1.
You think about in some of these man advantage rounds where they slow it right down. Well, that one they didn't. They immediately upped the pace. Xantares is that floating player. He would have been the next to rotate.
Oh my, Snappy, you mad lad. Just walks through the smoke. That was just a solo play to try and force an entry kill. Force it did. Aurora tried to get information. The whole map is quiet. Swing into middle.
When you kill Xantares there, and with WOXIK dead already, you have to go A. You have to go for this split. You have all the room. You know there's only one guy here. The rotates are so far away for Aurora, with the 2 B players being left in the picture. And so another one of these just very solid reactions from NiP. Clearly a great understanding of what they're up against from this Aurora CT side. And they just need to seal the deal on a 4v2.
Oh, give it up. Yeah, second AWP. Oh, bang, so many AWPs. One of them will connect, and that's it for NiP, getting 6 on the half. Oh, I love this.
Going into the 3 stack. UJerks needs a couple cleanly. He'll get out with 2. And now Shush plays his hand from backside. He was unaccounted for, not known about. Ooh. And he'll clean up. NiP, dominant pistol round to open up their CT half. That's now both pistols for them on this map. And that's with Snappy pushed all the way up in mid. Still having this part of the map on lock, and the A play having slowed down. NiP maintain the 3B stack. Aurora, through the info collected earlier, might be about to play into the hands of NiP.
They killed Snappy dropping in. They still have time to cancel if they don't like what they see. Realizing this is a stack right now, they're still going in.
Try and follow through. Shush back plat, gets rid of WOXIK. The hit is stalling out. Aurora, this is getting awkward. Those rotates now arriving. Pressure's on. Smokes will start to clear. Wakadia will make up for it. Plays straight through and into the heart of NiP. 3 kills from Wakadia. Course correct that round.
Oh dear.
Not expecting this level of aggression so quickly was Astralis. Neither were the rest of NiP, but that 1 kill on Madger on the extremities gives him the advantage heading into this retake. Ujak's going to extend that even further. Good for 1 more. Xantares caught out in the open. It's only WOXIK left. AK retrieved, but he's got a gnarly task ahead of him. WOXIK, first man lit up. A lot of damage done, but not meant to be. It's nearly the lineup. Nearly doesn't cut it. NiP will keep that lead.
If they win Aurora's map pick, they are set up very well. Oh, this is dangerous. Shush, contact play. But it's only pistols, keep that in mind. Ujux can block, he doesn't choose to. Oh my god, what a kill. Wrinkle peeking deep. This is going very wrong right now. He's actually doubled up, found Snappy in the mid window as well. The Portuguese have to put together a 2v4. That is a really awkward round.
You feel like you have to give this a go.
Tempted, but your money's on the line. If you save, you can fall by. If you die, you lose everything.
Xantares, 2 kills to his name already. Very much the trigger man in this round. Cut down that Snappy mid-lurk as well. Misses his chance on the swing, but he's teed up Wakadia, and now they have Astralis pincered.
I don't know what they were doing. They're just sitting behind the smoke. They didn't even, like, were they waiting for the fade?
And take some of this mid-space back for Aurora. It's taken them a while to piece this all together.
As a CT molly, so it's not going to do too much.
Still, Xantares wants this. Oh, but Snappy's going to close it out.
Yikes.
And that is a huge blow to Aurora.
That was an ugly shot from Xantares. Not been seeing that today.
After a 3K tear on a hero AK.
Oh my god. He doesn't know when to stop, does he? 1 wasn't enough. He wanted everything. But it was so early in the round. Aurora have not picked their destination. Now the bomb slinks back to B, spotting that aggression, and in fact, not doing anything about it. Wrinkle gets his kill. He doesn't overcommit. Seeing the bomb's enough info. Wrinkle doubles up, fighting back to Con. You can have the bomb. We'll take the round. Thank you very much. 3 M4s in this one. The mid-swing late is punished again.
Oh, the lineup dropped down for Wakadia.
He's scared of A.
He's going to get that one for free. I mean, this is usually the main player, right? That was Wakadia trying to be slick with it, trying to be smart and get ahead of Astralis. Ends up playing right into his hands, but with WOXIK on the line. Southpaw versus the Sweet Rice. He departs the angle, has to start to consider other options.
There's no kit. In the smoke, playing the time. I think it's done. Oh, he's open. He is open to WOXIK. Even if that molly doesn't stop him, WOXIK runs him down and wins the round. Wikadia's 3K, not in vain. Aurora just doing same util mid every round, whether or not they take it. Here comes that. Oh, no molly. Gonna crawl in. Snappy's in the corner. Full flash. Nothing you can do, buddy. Xantares wins it this time around. Astralis up close, may not be expected, but he's committed in this position, and Madger has no issue dealing with him. It's Wrinkle, or it's Aurora on map point here in the A site.
A man who loves a re-swing with his weapon of choice. Well, it's a target-rich environment for Wrinkle. First shot lands onto Maja. That's the low HP captain gone for Aurora. Still, Wrinkle is the only man who can make a difference. Follow-up shot finds Wakadia.
Still a lurker. And they might be thinking about saving right now. It's so unrealistic. That smoke is only halfway through and Wrinkle is out of there. Even his safety is not guaranteed. Woxic with the read. And Aurora getting rid of the big ticket item this late in the game sets them up to shut it down on their map pick.
Seeing Woxic there only adds to the disappointment. You now know it was a 2v2 in the site. And I mean, we have all the info, right? We can see on the X-ray, the post plants for Aurora actually weren't that good to try and cover main. There would have been more chances for Wrinkle there, but you just don't know quite how winnable that crazy 2v3 was.
Wrinkle in middle, as the rifles have just been destroyed by utility.
I mean, this is the adaptation for NiP, right? But a missed shot for Wrinkle. The result remains the same. It's another opener for Xantares in mid.
He sometimes just doesn't feel too patient, right? Like he's always trying to look for something else. Like he's checking both left and right angles there. If he just remains on his angle, he's going to get the fight he wants. Stop to this game, but he's had his impact. He had his big 3K. He's been getting some entries, so... missed this one. Missed this one completely. It might still come back delivered to him.
Missed it 3 times over.
Yeah, it couldn't really be worse timing. There's still the chance.
There it is.
Sorry, Snappy. Might not be ready for more, but they get the spot. Wakadia hits a shot, and Aurora, just like that, knocked down this map.
Yeah, NiP came into this with a game plan to try and test the limits of Aurora. It certainly pushed them the distance, but in the end, Aurora were able to piece together this puzzle. And NiP gets sent packing from Aurora's home map. They've got to hope that they can turn this one around on their specialized pick of Train up next, as Aurora will stomp them out when all is said and done.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
It's not the most common at this level. You often see something supplementary. This is the same pistol we saw from NiP against Spirit. The smoke, the molly, and the run down the ramp. The Molotov will miss, though, and Wakadia feasts with 2 quick kills in the site. There's a lot of players here right now. Jota pulled back, but he's pulled... his head pulled off, rather. 2-on-2 now. Bomb planted, and again, no kit.
Went looking for Maja, but they didn't see a second player. Ooh, and so this backstab...
right below him. Oh, he didn't check.
Will get accounted for. Wrinkle with the spot, and now Xantares knowing about. They spotted him over in CT.
Yeah, impossible.
He can't pick this one up. So even though it's a real nice start for Aurora there in the pistol,
just continues to line it up.
back to 3, so smoke.
On the wall bangable surface.
So bad.
Oh dear, I said free round. I'm starting to regret my decision. Oh dear, and they are regretting going into this yard. Wakadia anymore. Looking for a third off the Deagle, is caught by Shush out pop.
It is a bit of a favorite pastime of NiP in these eco rounds to run it out A, and I feel like this happened to them literally yesterday when they were facing off against Spirit.
Oh my god, you're gonna plant this?
Oh my goodness! Cover better be good! ODDIK finishes the job he started earlier.
Oh dear. I can't.
And yeah, I've seen that pitfall before for NiP. Suddenly, you know, thinking about it through that lens, giving up that type of round is really, really important. If this ends up coming down to a one-round game, you're going to think back to the anti-eco you threw away.
And it's always anti-eco, isn't it? It's always the bloody antis. Okay, Wrinkle spraying, and that just stops him. Fires right back.
That's a pretty keen trade out of Shush. And this will allow a plant to come through for NiP. But can they sweeten the deal? Arostos has been spotted getting aggressive. That's the 1 AK. But right now it's all about the Mac Daddy Shush.
Father.
Oh, Snappy joins the fray, and Shush will be there as the perfect complement. Shush loves trains.
Now Aurora broken. Hello.
Cardia Deagle.
Oh, unlucky.
Nice one, Wrinkle.
He moved. One minute and the call is just chill, guys. Freeze. You have a 4v3, make him paranoid. Maybe they push. Maybe they gamble B. It is Aurora. Pop smoking.
I like that. You haven't had info about B the entire round, so for all you know, there could be players in Pop. It's WOXIK at the red train that they've got to be worried about. Still these sightlines open at range. A lot of damage found.
Not like this.
They're softened up. And these MP9s are going to hit hard now. The kills found straight away. Xantares going to have to get up to some mad trickery here. And he can't quite find his footing. 3 guns trained on him. And the ace for Wrinkle.
Under the radar.
Started the round off with the double. Goes on to close it.
Very nice round out of the Wrinkler. Oh, didn't see that.
Felt like he would have had to have flicked, right? Because he changed off of his POV and where he was holding, right, as Wakadia was kind of moving in for the kill. I think adding to the confusion was the fact that like another SMG got picked up from Snappy's body.
Yeah.
Straight out through main. Ujerks makes a play.
Oh,
that's really awkward. Wakadia falls off the red train, kind of does that like little stunted surf on the side to extend the fall even longer. And just gets offered up as a free kill.
It's a nice flank, but if NiP just keep going forward, they're going to avoid it.
NiP are a fan of the slowdown though, right? And so even in these types of moments, knowing that there's nades on the smoke, there's rotates coming in, they take the pace out of it. It's a check for Wrinkle to flush Major out of the back line.
Hey, did it against Magix yesterday as well. NiP were very ready for those flanks. Hello. Poking out. Xantares won't let Arostos last in that cubby. But no more. NiP slowdown paying off. The kills come to them. Good trade work. Wrinkle having a game right now. He's a rifler after all. Swaps off the AWP, and he doesn't want it back. 3 kills from Wrinkle. Put NiP up to 6. This game is just swimming by.
And I think speciality map like is the way to phrase it. I don't think you can say anything like, oh, they're the best or one of at this point. Like, you haven't seen them versus the depth of opposition required, but they took Spirit the distance on this map and arguably should have even won this
should
map.
have won that,
Now they're decimating Aurora. All right, Major and Xantares do have something to say about it. Couple of kills from them quickly. WOXIK in the kill feed as well, extending this advantage for Aurora. Arostos can't sniff Wakadia out of that aggro position. And even though it's Shush, he's at 10 points of health, boxed in. Jota's gone all the way through. Oh, he's ready for it, bro. He did check that. Still, Jota remained tucked, played a timing instead. You know, catching NiP versus an even wider pool of talent on this map.
I think they've probably already shot up just from their 1 win, but I think they don't want to go out 1-3. That would be underwhelming, and I don't know how, I don't know how many they gain. It's still going to be losing some points. So pressure's on to actually get a couple of legit land wins here. Oh, the smoke just over the top, boosted for Xantares. He's going to get his kills, 2 of them, and they're out of there.
I think they were even debating recommitting to the boost for a second, but VP game, they could have 2-0'd.
Yeah.
That one also came down to a couple of rounds on Dust 2.
Okay, little drop for the AWP. This could hit for Wrinkle. Let's see if he's got the mustard. Oh.
No, he does not.
More like mayonnaise. Had no kick to it.
Snappy arriving later, playing catch-up. Ooh, that's clean. Saucy stuff from Snappy, but he can't go any further.
Yeah, NiP relishing in the opportunity to get a couple more rounds on this T side, but Aurora seeming to wake up a little bit.
Just that presence of seeing the run boost, you know there's 2 players over towards Ivy, or at least there were. So Magic kind of has to stick around here and watch a dead position on the map.
And there's no flank, there's no second rotate, it's only 1 guy on B. Joseph's got to be a rock right now.
And he's just going to go through the motions, kind of fall back a little bit here. Doesn't want to run the risk of going down, leaving his team in a 4v5. Instead, he waits for them to move in, hoping he'll have teammates nearby to help him, but they don't get there in time. Magic will answer back with 1, but low on health and in a 3-on-4. Still a real rough spot for Aurora to be in. Arosdos holding on to this flank should seal the deal on this round. Bacardi has no room to play.
It's already done.
And Woxic's trapped out over at the spawn.
Oh,
oh, that's clean.
One thing we've noticed twice now on these B hits is Xantares never has a smoke. He's always used his, and so when NiP do their B hit, and so with Xantares having no smoke, Jota's on his own. There's no pressure. NiP can take space and can flush out Jota. So some small details are making all the difference here for NiP as they charge into A again. These rounds don't often work, but they get Snappy behind red. It's a great position. Magic has no idea. Sorry, Wicardia running in. Oh, Snappy! Damn. Just clean up. Him and Shush. Dane's on duty. And dirtily done leaves Woxic in an unwinnable one. Ouch. 9-3, NiP. A bloody good half. Aurora clear both. NiP gets set up into the site, committed. Ouch.
Clean entry for Jota. Only 2 players left in the site for NiP, but they'll hold on. Shush just can't set a foot wrong. Finally overextends, and it's Magic to collect. Where did that come from? The captain turns heads. Can Nips do the same? Down the ramp, in with a chance, but Woxic decapitates him, and Aurora pull up with a pistol, hand delivered by Magic.
It's been a while. Welcome back, old friend. Let's see how it fares. Mac-10 running at it. Probably exactly
horribly
fair.
if you were to get.
Yeah. Oh, he saw another. Hello. Wrinkle pops around the corner with a double. Okay.
But on borrowed time, Jota will find him.
It's a good scrap for NiP, but feels like it may have run out. I say that. Shush is still alive. And at 21-6, you just can't put this guy down. Flank contained. Shush resets. He has time to win this one.
Conductors roaming the train, checking tickets. And Aurora trying to beat the fare. They don't want to have to pay. But will Shush make them? With the D. There's the backstab as Xantares gets active, flanks on Shush, and lays him to rest. Shush just gave the last of his util to Snappy, so I feel like he wants to take a peek here, wants to make a play, and that's because Arosdos is ready to react. Snappy's also close by on ramp. Smoke deployed. Arosdos sees a lot of bad guys. Snappy's going to be the first to move in. Farms a double, lives to tell the tale, but just caught getting down the ramp. That's all the util gone from B. 2 kills out of the captain.
It's a pretty good trade out for NiP. Look at the space they've got in this round. They still have 2B. Pop is the gap, but there's a big flank coming in main. So even by the time Aurora get into A, Wrinkle's going to be right behind them.
Wrinkle's going B on the flank.
Oh dear, that's a little late, but they can just play retake, right? UJUX doesn't need to commit here. If he can get out after 1, they give it up.
They're walking up close. Okay, finally gets the spot.
Just
Cardia goes a little wider. They don't know about Madja in this very forward position, and they're going to try go back B, but that's where Wrinkle's decision to flank the B side has just saved NiP. Madja is in a powerful position, but Arostos doesn't think so. And with the game he's having, he's checking every corner. So
True.
Madja will get located.
It's getting a bit desperate for Aurora, looking like they want to B-rush. Oh, saw him close. Surely not. Julie's armor. Snappy news, committed either way. Couldn't get out. Now B execute is tantalizing, but there's 2 CTs here, Shush and Darostos.
Full blind, still gets out with 1. But that might not be enough. Shush, strength here, usually in his multi-kills, just ability to stay alive. Picked at the first hurdle, picked after the first man. Wakadia storms the board, on for the ace. The saving grace of Aurora has another late activation from Wakadia, blesses this T side. I'll get UJUX set up here. Wrinkle left to hold down the pop line, and he's actually creeping up on the AWP.
Ooh, dangerous. Alone.
Seen some moments where Wrinkle does this and will get caught by a second guy just playing trade, but the spacing for Jota won't allow that. The AWP is ready for time, and Wrinkle bites down for a double.
Really bad spacing. Like, where is the trade? It's a great question, Harry.
That's where, you know, the change of putting Wrinkle there is nice, though. Up until now, they've largely been fighting Snappy, who's been on, like, SMGs and M4s, so you're trying to not get lined up and caught on each other against the rifle. The AWP comes as a bit of a surprise to Aurora.
It's just weird because he gets a kill and then Jota doesn't like hard reswing. He like backs up like the AWP is already ready. But if you're going to take that fight, you have to take it straight away. Smoke fade, denied, bomb loose, and round dusted. 5 up for NiP, back to their winning ways. And it all did feel like a matter of time on this map after a dominant first half.
I mean, at this point, you've heard that flash. You hear the footsteps clearing pop. NiP should have a pretty clear picture as to what's transpiring here. 2 players in the B site.
Pick positions.
He gets caught out in no man's land. Him and Shush were trying to readjust, and so they will get run through. Felt like they were in 2 minds about how they wanted to play that. Jota spotted, creeping up, but he still tries to follow through on this aggression. Hides in the smoke. Arostos on a reload. Jota decides not to pressure. He hopes that just how long he's been here, the fact that Spam didn't find him, that's enough to conceal his movements, but eventually Arostos hits his mark. Xantares, can he be the difference maker? It's him and Madja side by side, both pinned in on the train here. Arostos is bottom of the board for NiP, and so double swung. By the front men of Aurora, he'll get taken out.
2 back sight, and only then do they realize, like, yo, I need to move. One of us needs to move. Snappy's in the open. They need to pick their positions better when this smoke is down. That is their opportunity to get set up. And Aurora have broken the timing, sure, but that's still both times. Same thing. Huge entry kill here for Xantares, actually winning the pop fight. It's been something NiP have come up with a lot. Oh, didn't clear Olaf. Snappy, even though he's blind, gets away with a kill. Walks it, quick shot, up close, and the AWP comes in for NiP. They trade rounds again. And like you said, that's a winning recipe. 12-8.
Kind of hit like a Pyrrhic victory. You know, you get out with 1 or 2 players surviving every time you're doing it. NiP, meanwhile, the rounds they win are kept very, very clean. They've got some of this residual money. They've been able to keep that pressure on.
Ooh. Okay.
Push with the trade.
It's fine.
Now is to try and stop the spillover through ramp, and Aurora decide not to pressure.
Yeah, it's just cycling this AK again. We've been here before. Haven't touched Ivy. Not one Ivy player this half.
Well, Aristos is now decided to make his play through Ivy. That might roll out a red carpet for Aurora to explore this option.
Okay.
At bare minimum, WOXIC's going to go grab that rifle, now looking a bit better armed. NiP worse for wear. And the whole map dark. You don't really know what this kill in Ivy means. WOXIC's going to keep the pressure on and keep Wrinkle in this position.
Oh, he feels like it's a fake, and he's right. WOXIC is reflashing it. That might keep Wrinkle in position as the B hit comes in. Shush can win the game.
The conductor has to be the one to stop the trains. And so here he is in the position to do exactly that. One for Shush. Can't find the planter. Wakadi is going to trade him. And Aurora have that bomb down in a 3-on-2. A 2v2 in the site itself. Do NiP go fishing and see if there's a reason to go for this, because WOXIC is not in the conversation, not in the picture. Wakadi had to hit that shot.
Uh-oh.
It's another multi-kill round to carve this out for Wakadi.
Wrinkle is feeling it at least, but there's no saving this situation. He had to run. And again, Wakadi just trying to keep him in the game. Time after time.
Terrorists win.
Oh dear, Magic could get core throwing
Yeah,
utility.
it's a very shallow hole.
Double up is a great bait though. They're not going to be ready for the second player. It's Shush. Oh, he gets two. No way. And you have no clue. Snappy's here.
Match around the corner. Nades were pulled. They didn't know, and so Snappy looking to be their undoing. Xantares left in the 1v4. Pincered from all sides. He can't do a thing. NiP keep up their hot look on train. Once more, spearheaded by the conductor. Shush putting on a clinic. Him and Snappy combining to get this one over the line. Wakadi anti with dualies. Creeping in the mid fight for a match. Just wanted the info, right? It's pretty resource intensive having 4 players in top mid like this. Did leave him in the prying eyes of NiP. Wrinkle and co get out through the apartment. It's just him and Aristos. The plant is for short, but it's not punished. Wrinkle even manages to make it into the pit. 2 kills to his name already. Loves a fight. Sometimes doesn't know when to stop, and he'll keep taking them out towards short.
Yeah.
Badger and Wakadi are able to break through.
I mean, he has the P2K right. He feels like he wants to thin the herd early while he's got a nice engagement, but just no rest for the wicked. Aurora nail the headshots. Good energy.
Yeah, safe to say he's trying to bring some excitement.
Ooh.
Oh,
my God.
Nade hitting Aristos and slowing him all the way down. Actually gave Xantares the time to back up,
Yeah.
and then delete him.
Could have swung and just killed him, I think, but was slowed down by the nade. Didn't like his odds. Matcher right below the boost. Are you really checking this? Flash over, dodged, and deleted by Snappy. They jump the corner. There's no trade available. That's a desperate play. Snappy's just doing it on his own. They don't know about the third player. Wrinkle bails them out. This is a bit of a mess, but NiP have made it through for now until Wakadi runs a smoke.
Both these guys are really low on health. Jote is also fast flank up through Banana. He's got good timing on this. Resmoke goes down in CT is another reason for him to give this a go. He will have the path in. And he knows his timing's good. Collects that kill on a Snappy and is ready for Wrinkle.
Oh,
Dark, who has to get that kill before the nade goes off. It was a race against time for Wrinkle.
Oh God!
Oh, it's really awkward.
God.
Ujak's battling back, but Xantares still putting up numbers. Okay, Snappy, You haven't been given the easiest clutch here. You know it. We know it. And Aurora even know it. Slink on out of there. The rest of his team decimated by the charge through Banana. And the one kill that takes place over in alt mid also gives him a lot of pause here. I don't know where Wakadia could have gotten to.
Mac 10 over AK.
I guess if he dies, he doesn't give them
he doesn't
the
give
AK.
it.
That's
Yeah, smart. He's going to get peeked. Oh my God.
bloody good try. I tell you what, bloody good try. Had us going for a moment.
Oh!
Match wrestling back. All alone in this endeavor. Wakadia doesn't have util to help him either. Match is just dumping everything he's got. And Wakadia offers up his body, but lays down his life. Wrinkle with the turnaround. Dinked on the fight up through Banana. I mean, Aurora, right here, they may as well see if they're given a reason to believe. Can Jota collect and capitalize on all this damage? MP9 tears through the front man and follows up on a snappy.
Gotta live.
2v2. From the 2v4, it's just Arostos left. Back in the site, dead on the swing. Aurora pull up. And they managed to salvage that round. Jota and Woxic. But this Hail Mary pays off if you're NiP. Aurora have the read. They've grouped 4 players over here at this A site. NiP right now are walking right into this stack.
Oh, brutal. What a transfer for Xantara. Is able to get 2 kills despite Snappy jumping that corner. And Wrinkle abandons ship. But Aurora might just catch him. Oh, Wakadia, yeah.
And he has great timing on this flank.
Just walk it. This is Aurora's 4th for sure.
Well missed this timing.
Imagine knows, and he's not overplaying it either.
Not overplaying, but a bomb plant allows NiP to buy again. I don't think it's going to get that far, right? You imagine Wakadia, imagine just swing in tandem. Ooh, don't let him plant! And they will deny it. Magic gets in there just in time.
And I can't even say you have a read on how this game is going, right? You don't have a read on Aurora right now. They're going to go quick. Falcons-esque round, just fast up long, smoke, mollied, or mollied smoke, and they go through the long one as well. It's a bit of a disaster, isn't it? Arostos has to abandon. He has the bomb. Oh, that's the worst. It's a bit of a bad smoke, so Snappy's going to walk out.
Fair enough. I mean, that's such an invitation.
Oh!
Woxic
Peace.
makes amends.
Hit that.
And now they know where Wrinkle lies.
Disaster. All 4 on the site. He could go B. This is a wild setup. He could still go B.
No.
Oh wait, they have the bomb.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm crazy.
But, you know, if he could also do
He
magic.
could go B. He could just go B.
Yeah, he
You
could
know,
go
he
B.
couldn't win.
I can't disagree with this
No,
statement.
he couldn't win.
So as they slowly slink back to join him, and B falls completely quiet. Now util being used just to remove some of these angles at the A site. It should become obvious to Aurora what the plan has become. Archside wrap on the cards, but Woxic answers for the first. That's clean out of Arostos.
Okay.
After missing that kind of hero figure for NiP, that double kill puts the hurt on Aurora, and the 3-man stack is too far away to launch this retake.
Good jump on the timing there. NiP shows so much presence at B because they were trying to commit to an execute, and when they get blocked, they realize it's 3B. They just speed up on the long wrap. Arostos actually gets a chance to play around, and double entry will do it here for NiP. Fighting for 5. And because Aurora have money, they're going to make sure this one's expensive. Snappy. So many rounds where he's just pulled nades or pulled a knife and been punished. They're all dead here. Oh, nice turn. Bit of a whiff, but all in all, good exits for Aurora.
It's a step in the right direction, but there's still a gargantuan task ahead of NiP on this T side. Aurora still have more tricks up their sleeve. Playing from the front, they'll send Wakadia aggressive through middle. Now Shush will find him on his lurk into the apartments.
Oh,
It's really awkward. Shush able to elude capture, and Jota can't capitalize. In the meantime, Ujerks hits the go button on this B play. Zantares dead. This X-Saw duo start to make rounds happen for NiP.
Yeah, they keep getting caught with nades in the B site. Finally, NiP just commit through the smoke and punish them for it. It's kind of wheels off in these last couple of rounds, and it's worked well. Survival game here. Money on the line for these two. Would love to keep their guns up. Oh my god. Five not out of the realms of possibility here. Aurora call attack.
There's not a lot of time left in this round. Now, Snappy does have a nade. If they get smoked off, you're going to be able to blow that open and still play this on your timing. Snappy, did he just throw the nade or has he dropped it? That's awkward. Now the re-smoke in towards top banana. You have no choice but to go through. Trying to play in their gray screen as they approach. They see that Woxic Orp and it tears through the first man in. Spam for Zantares will hit its mark. This is NiP's money, an entire half. The recovery of it on the line, depending on Shush and Arostos in this 2v4. Shush was lights out back on train, but has really struggled to get on track here on Inferno. First kill comes in to try and tip the scales in this 2v4. He spots them making their ways out towards coffins, but he's gone. It's Arostos or it's nothing for NiP, and he will get bested, overwhelmed by Aurora.
Too far gone. And NiP with nothing to show for their T side. A fourth would go far. Ujerks just running amok. The best rounds have been him and Arostos just running in and finding double entries. This will only be one. Shush does catch Jota, and they're going to walk through the mid-smoke off that kill. Woxic waits patiently, punishes Arostos and Maja as well, who's 13-5, puts a stop to the captain on NiP. Oh my god, they just can't catch a break. NiP. The wheels really have fallen off in this half. Coasting. Woxic aware of the long timing, but Winkle's going round to B. Does Maja consider this? Because right now, it's a free kill and a free plant. If a clutch was going to happen, this is how it would start, but a missed chance. They are over-rotating. Wakadia going to help out his captain. They can re-push CT together. Woxic needs to be very cautious not to give up a free kill and a sight with it. We all know how hard those retakes are, even a man up. Does Woxic find this timing? It looks like he might have. 9-3 on the half. Aurora stick the landing, and it's all gone so well.
You'll see that Aurora are all going B.
Yeah, and it's, you know, they're flanking, but Aurora are going to be in this bomb site before NiP. Yeah, but they're going to miss it. They're not going to get the kills, right? They're going to lose the site. Jerks. Oh, they spot the flank. The bomb goes back. That's a risky maneuver, but Maja gets a kill. Ujerks ahead of the smoke that he blocked. Double off the headshot box, and Shush and Wrinkle are here to fight. They fall in Banana. Aurora really dedicate to killing that flank when really pushing forward felt like the answer.
Full exec. in the apartments, but it's short the object of their desire. Arostos getting out with one. Wrinkle holds the line, wrestles with that M4. And Wrinkle tears them down.
So must-win round for NiP to maintain this comeback potential.
I'm not gonna lie, like, it's very early, but I am a little worried.
You're buying in.
These rounds, you know, the way you're winning them feels really good.
It's
If you're
rounds.
NiP.
It's 2 rounds.
Yeah, but just don't underestimate, especially for someone hungry and keen like Wrinkle, what the last few rounds will do for the confidence.
Oh, what about that one? What will that do for the confidence? Oh, how about that one?
Snappy.
2v2?
No.
That's a bit much. He could go B with the bomb.
When I said I was getting worried, I meant for NiP.
What's this? What's this?
Oh, God. Yeah,
confidence.
Dead. Confidence
Yeah.
is dead in the water.
They're all just running. Why did Snappy push the smoke? You wonder. What comm did he have? Oh, don't plant open. Yeah, in the site. Ujux has timing.
Uh-oh.
Centaurus has to get off, and he comes running. Oh, dear.
You lose the first pick, and it just kind of snowballs out of control. They were in a great
That was
spot
winnable
there.
every step of the way.
All right. 3-man Behold.
Behold.
It was Ujax's work with the pistol that started this off for an NiP.
You said?
That's a collateral. Arostos comes through as well. Soaring heads off. Woxic makes the play through the smoke, gonna catch Shush in the back line. Is he ready for Snappy?
Is bomb really going back? Oh my god, leg
It's only the
connects.
leg.
Oh.
They've dealt with Woxic.
It's
Wakani
fine.
is now trapped, pinned in. And someone up there keeps NiP in this game that much longer. Wakadia just doesn't have the time to win this in the clutch.
Oh!
They lined up, second shy of being able to do it.
What
That is a roller coaster of a round, but in the end, NiP get out. But this is where, you know, you look to a roster that's been together for a long time now in Aurora. They should be able to find their composure in a match that's getting a bit more chaotic. NiP still, you know, teething pains.
Oh!
And Wrinkle falls first.
He's sharp.
They made Xantares angry, and they don't like him when he's angry.
Waiting for that fade. Bomb deep in the apartments. Oh, timing. It's a good grenade back from Shush.
This is the round that could win Aurora the series.
Yeah.
And it is Xantares to have opened onto the top performer for the other side. Those are the kills, the rounds that Xantares is supposed to bring you. Let's see if it's all for naught. If they can do good on that opening. Shush and Arostos.
Damn.
Lightning on this crossfire, but it's Major and Wakadia still in the picture. They're going to try and chase down Arostos, and it comes down to this 1v1. Clash of the captains. Major for Aurora.
Oh no!
Snappy for NiP.
Go, go, go!
Low on the board is Snappy. You can hear the jump up. Man gets caught in the air, and 5 HP is the difference. And if NiP can put this one away, they are right there. Triple B lean to open up. Wrinkle gonna try his hand at the peak with the orb through mid, doesn't see a thing, and that's because Aurora are fast up in the top banana. Ujax does get sacrificed. Snappy at least, good for the trade. It's the pace of Xantares.
Oh god, where's the gun?
Oh, well, you know, they've had some good divine intervention, some bad divine intervention.
Yeah, they
Snappy is able to find that M4 eventually.
Used to playing with pistols in this map at least, but...
Wrinkle on the line. It was his death in that last round that started things off strong for Aurora.
Not again.
Once more, he's been deked out. Shush tries to keep them at bay, but he can't slow the roll of all these pistols. Plant found.
Not like this. Woxic AWP in a post plant.
And because all these rounds have come down to clutches, come down to real tight scorelines, NiP don't have any money. If they go for this, they risk the entire game. It's becoming a reoccurring, trend in these games. Losing to low econ rounds in matches that go the distance.
4 SMGs and Shush on an M4. He's solo in the site. They play aggressive in Banana. The Orb spots it. Xantares is pinned in the corner, but he's fighting for survival. He's fighting and thriving, perhaps. Wrinkle with a jump shot. Woxic still here through the smoke. Shush alone on the arch side stops him, but Woxic might just end this game. 2 kills from him, leaving Jota in a clutch.
Try and move in, get there before Shush can join the party, but he won't beat him on that timing. Been re-smoked in at the bottom of Banana. Jota tries to play through it, and it won't happen. Someone needs to give Wrinkle a restraining order from Xantares. Like, those two matching up just hasn't been kind to Wrinkle.
He's the anti-orb.
Damage right at the start.
He's just an anti-orb rifle. That's the thing about Xantares. You can hold him, but he will have that Pika's advantage every time. Great shot for Woxic.
It's the anti-rifle orb. Snappy backing up, but they see this as a bit of a red carpet rolled out. They at least get away with all this control at top B, and now that they've left alt mid, it feels like Aurora do want to follow through on this. Reload to send them in. And Snappy will fall. Arostos does what he can, but a double kill is not going to be enough to keep NiP in this. Wrinkle and Shush left in the retake. Banana is held by the Woxic AWP, and so you might have to pay with your life to even get this control over top Banana. Flash misses its mark. It blinded Wrinkle. He turned, and it wrecked him. And now Shush, from top in the charts to bottom of the board, can't set a foot right in that 1v3 attempt. Aurora lock in the dub with a clean victory on Inferno.